Federal disaster relief is on the way for victims.
Folks, do you think will be happy with that meal?
I was going to say, what are you going to get? The number 2 with the extra big fries and the big Diet Coke? Or are you going to get the one with the water and the salad and the advice to walk more? I can get that from my mom. I don't need that from the restaurant. Let's take a look at the top stories one more time now this morning. The couple that is accused of abusing a 3-year-old girl is expected to be arraigned in Campbell County today. You're going to get a little blast of cold air as you walk outside. It'll wake you up.
It'll help.
It'll help.
It's Monday morning.
Monday morning, true.
Probably need more than that.
All right, I have to ask this. You're a Republican. Do you think other Republicans in state government will use this as an attack on the governor, saying that, he's just kind of messed things up for the Tennesseans? So let's go back to this Lee National Denim Day.
Yeah, Denim Day.
Because I have on jeans, so you can't really tell. So
kick a leg up.
I'm not that flexible. Are you kidding? Anyway,
she has jeans on. Take my word for it.
Today, but I don't know who I'm supposed to pay my $5 to. I didn't know you're supposed to pay $5.
$5. Well, that's how they raise the money.
Yeah,
you pay $5 to your employer, and it goes to breast cancer research. That's Denim Day.
Maybe I'll just write the Susan G. Komen Foundation.
It's not a bad day.
$5.
$5 to wear the jeans. I had to pay $25 to wear this today, so I think I'm getting ripped off.
Are you sure someone didn't pay you $25 to wear that today? I think it was the other way around.
Maybe you do have it correct. Either way, it looks like I'm on the losing end of this deal.
17 minutes after 6, we have much more coming up, including the morning commute with Pete Michaels.
My wife got me this tie, and I love it, absolutely.
With flu shots in low supply, health experts are urging you to consider taking supplements to boost your immune system. Federal disaster relief is on the way for victims of last month's flooding. President Bush declared much of Tennessee a major disaster area on Thursday. Now, federal aid will supplement state and local recovery efforts in areas struck by severe weather and storms from September the 16th through the 20th. Affected counties in our area include Campbell, Cock, Cumberland, and Roane counties. Some good news for tobacco farmers. The U.S. House has passed a bill that would pay stakeholders $10.1 billion for their share of the tobacco quota. The farmer buyout will end the Depression-era federal tobacco program, which sets price and production controls on the U.S. leaf. The bill is now on its way to the Senate. The U.S. House has also passed a rewrite of a tax law that would allow Tennesseans to deduct sales taxes on their federal tax returns. The bill is expected to get quick approval in the Senate. Tennesseans who itemize the federal returns would save an estimated $470 a year. Wearing jeans to work today could help a scientist find a cure for a deadly disease. Today is Lee National Denim Day, and employers around East Tennessee and around the rest of the country as well will be raising money for breast cancer research by allowing employees to wear jeans to work for a $5 donation. 100% of the proceeds go to fund research, education, screening, and treatment programs. Because of the prevalence of the flu in the area and the fact that it's here earlier than expected, many doctors' offices and health departments are swamped with people who are trying to get a flu shot now. And here at the Knox County Health Department, in fact, the wait is about 1 to 2 hours to get a flu shot. Extra nurses have been called in to deal with the large crowd, but the demand for a flu shot is very high right now. It is so high, in fact, that the health department here in Knox County may temporarily run out of the flu vaccine in the next day or two. Now, it is expecting another 1,000 vaccines to come in from California by Wednesday, but if the type of demand that the health department is seeing now continues, they may run out until the new shipment comes in. After that, Dr. Stephanie Hall from the health department says they will keep buying the vaccine until there is not any left on a national level. And if you are planning on coming down to the Knox County Health Department to get a flu shot, you may, at least for the next few days, want to call before you come down, just because the demand is so high right now and there's a limited number of vaccines available. But by Wednesday, everything should be fine. But until then, call before you come down. Also, arrive early, because the later in the day you get, the longer the wait will be. Bob? It was January 20th when this terrible scene took place. The Home Away from Home assisted living facility, which housed 15 elderly people, was destroyed by fire. 5 people died and at least 4 were injured, including Jenny Goodman, an Alzheimer's patient.
So her lungs were scarred for life.
Jay Goodman is Jenny's son. He says his 79-year-old mother, a self-taught librarian, now lays in a bed as she recovers from carbon monoxide poisoning, cyanide poisoning, and skin grafts on 20% of her body, among other problems. What's worse, the administrator from Home Away from Home told Jenny's family that liability insurance to cover her $250,000 medical bill does not exist.
We were told that they had no liability insurance whatsoever and no financial responsibility whatsoever.
Alan Wright, who lost his mother, Molly, in the fire, was told the same thing.
The administrator said they didn't have it.
As it turns out, assisted living facilities like Home Away from Home do not have to have liability insurance to operate in the state of Tennessee. In fact, only 3 states, Florida, Nevada, and Colorado, require liability insurance for assisted living centers and nursing facilities.
If they don't have that kind of safeguard, that's shocking.
David Boyd is the attorney representing the families for Jenny Goodman and Molly Wright, who are planning to file a lawsuit for damages to cover medical bills and the loss of life.
But the point that those who we represent are trying to make is, even though you don't have to have it, shouldn't you have it?
This is not the first time the owners of Home Away from Home have dealt with legal action. Lynn Costner and her partners operated Home Away from Home in Holly Hills, Florida. While there, 3 people filed suit against the facility, citing abuse and neglect. 2 cases were settled out of court, but in the 3rd, Home Away from Home was ordered to pay over $150,000 for abuse and neglect of an elderly person and also theft of a diamond ring. I left 5 messages with the owners of the Home Away from Home facility to contact me about the liability insurance issue as well as the lawsuits in Florida. They didn't return any of my phone calls, and their attorney says he can't comment on any of the issues. As for the families, since there is no liability insurance, chances are Alan Wright will never get any money to cover the loss of Molly, his mother. And Jay Goodman will likely never get any money for medical expenses for his mother, Jenny.
We probably won't get anything because there's nothing to get.
They're just hoping that their story will get the attention of lawmakers and families so everyone will know to ask more questions. That way, if tragedy strikes again, everyone will be protected. Nancy-Lynne Walters, WVLT Volunteer TV News.
This year is Lipitor.
72-year-old Shirley Roach takes 11 prescription medications every day. She's a retired nursing assistant that was the picture of health until heart problems set in a few years ago. Now she spends over $300 a month, over half of her total income, on medicine. So when she saw this ad in the News Sentinel recently promising free medicine, she was thrilled.
I thought, how great, and I was so excited. I called my daughter.
The ad is for a company called Free Medicine Direct. It looks very convincing with the bold headline and the quotes touting the program from the New York Times, Orlando Business Journal, and a television station in Indiana. But when you call the 1-800 number, you find that enrolling in the program costs $200, and there is no guarantee you'll get any medicines free.
There was no way after they said $200. I said, with the medication that I take, there's no way. I couldn't afford it.
What you get for your $200 are these patient assistant program applications from drug companies, which are the programs set up to help low-income patients get medicine at a low cost or free, depending on your income. Although the company's not doing anything illegal, they are charging you for something that you can get for free at your doctor's office if you just ask.
It's a ripoff.
Nurse practitioner Mark Pruitt says doctors' offices have the patient assistance forms in their offices, and most will even help you fill them out, free. That is exactly what Free Medicine Direct says it will do for $200.
But anytime information is supposed to be free, that's what it's supposed to be.
Jeannie Hoskins from the Better Business Bureau says they have received hundreds of calls about Free Medicine Direct and similar programs. She says they're not a good investment. In fact, not only are the patient assistance applications available at your doctor's office for free, you can download any of these forms free at this website, needymeds.com.
It's definitely something that anybody can do, and you don't have to pay for it.
So what does Free Medicine Direct, the company, say about the criticism? Representatives declined an interview but say, we are a fee-based consulting service trying to make the process as easy as possible for consumers. Now, what about those quotes in the ad from the news organizations that tout the program? Well, I checked with the New York Times, the Orlando Business Journal, and the TV station in Indiana, and none gave their permission to be included in the ad. And the quotes were from news stories that had nothing to do with Free Medicine Direct. Well, what did the News Sentinel think about all of this? Representatives declined an interview but issued a statement saying, after further investigation, we have found that some of the information in the ad is misleading. We have since pulled this advertisement for Free Medicine Direct. And that brings us back to Shirley Roach. How does she feel about Free Medicine Direct now?
Extremely glad that I did not sign up.
And she says she's very glad to know that she can sign up for many programs that will help her, truly free of charge. Nancy-Lynne Walters, WVLT Volunteer TV News.